People these days, especially teenagers, they care more about their own external appearances and how others are going to see them. And this is what we call self impression. How we see ourselves and how we think others are seeing us in the way we think they're seeing us is can be good, both good and bad. And they sometimes create this illusion of the scenarios that they think others are thinking of them. And in this documentary, we are going to be presenting to you about how important self-impression is and how it has an effect, both good and bad, on one's mind. And we are gonna come to a conclusion to help you realize of the bad effect of self-impression and how you should view yourself in a more positive way, be more optimistic to help you in a better lifestyle. So, what is self-impression and how it affects the attitude towards others people? Okay, self-impression is a word that describes the way people usually see themselves and what they think others see them, and it explains what people like or even hate about themselves. And why this is important, because it can have both positive and negative thoughts on them, and it can create many different impacts. For example, those who feel very comfortable about themselves, the way they look, the way they dress, or the way they even talk, like me, I feel really comfortable. No, never mind. These people tend to have a lot of confidence, and they tend to go out and interact more with people. They tend to go to shopping malls, hanging out with friends, and making more connections. In the opposite, there are people who feel very insecure about their body image, about how they look, and this will very give them confidence, and also without this kind of confidence they won't have many friends and connections. So, and this is what we're going to be focusing on today, because when people have a lot of self-impression, they would spend more time thinking about how others are gonna view them, and this will lessens their confidence, which creates less connections in any way. So if you spend less time thinking about others, then you can spend more time thinking about yourself, how you can improve, and that is one of the way to gain confidence. Within this documentary, we are gonna be doing an experiment with involving two of our volunteers. These two people have never seen each other, and what we're gonna do with them is to take one of them out on the places they want to go, and we're gonna film them on their activities, on why they choose to go to that place, on how they interact with others around that place, and what activities do they do there. And after that, after we film two videos of each person, we're gonna create like a short video of that activities of the day, and then we're gonna give it to the person, another volunteer, to see and ask them what they think of that person without having actually met. And this is one of the way to actually see how one sees themselves and how others are seeing them. Okay, and then we're gonna go interview some of our MUAD students, around 5 to 6 of them, to have a better understanding of the way they think others are seeing them and the way they think they see themselves, and how these two are different.
When I go out, I normally wear some makeup. I think that I don't really care about looks, but I normally wear makeup when I go out.
I feel nervous when I walk to like public places. according to my appearance.
I think I don't like my own face because I think other people's face look beautiful than mine.
I would say I see myself, I don't have self-confidence actually.
Especially this black circle under my eyes, I have to use a concealer, and my lips, I always use a lipstick to make me look kind of more attractive and beautiful. So when I talk to other people, I could have this confidence in myself.
I feel better every time when I wear makeup.
Like I always worry about my clothing style.
I think I'm like satisfied like what who I am right now.
I feel okay with my face because I born with that and I can't change my appearance, so I have to feel okay with that.
I think that my external appearance is quite okay for me. Like I born this way like for many years, so I can accept the external appearance.
I'm quite okay. I think it affects a lot when the way I look at myself will affect me on how I act with other people.
I don't talk much because I don't have confidence, and I feel like not like my appearance is not good enough to like interact with people.
For example, when I see my friends, if I'm not confident in myself, I will don't want to talk to them, you know. But if like I think like I'm good enough, like I'm fine, then I will like be more confident to talk to them.
So in my opinion, what affect me, I think it's just about dressing and maybe about how you act.
It make me feel more confident, and if someone tell me like I need to improve something, so I will improve it, and it kind of make me feel more confident.
For me, I think my appearance will affect only how I dress and that's how I dress, because my feature or my face has to relate with my shirt or coat.
My friend and my family said that they like when I don't wear makeup, but I don't think I look beautiful when I don't wear makeup.
So you normally wear makeup to feel that you're more beautiful to go out.
Yeah.
I think it also affect on how other look to you.
ชอบมาทำอะไรที่ห้างอะไรแบบนี้
ชอบไปร้านหนังสือ เพราะว่าไปซื้อนิยาย ชอบอ่านแนวแบบแฟนตาซีอะไรอย่างนี้
แล้วชอบไปที่ไหน
ไปร้านขายเครื่องสำอางแบบพวกวัสดุอะไรอย่างนี้ชอบแบบไปลองเครื่องสำอางแบบถ้าไหนดีก็ซื้อหนักเกินไป
ก็บอกว่ามันมีกระตุ้นคนเขาใช้แบบนี้เยอะ
มันสะดวกไง
ใช่เหรอทำไมถึงสะดวกอ่ะมันสะดวกยังไงวะนี่กลิ่นเหม็นมากเลยก็ใครให้ดมลิปสติก
ไม่สีนี้
แล้วถ้ามาที่ห้างนี่ชอบไปทำอะไร
อ๋อไปเล่นเกมเต้นแบบใช่
เกมเต้นเป็นศิลปินแนวไหนแนว
One Direction เป็นแนวป๊อป
บอก3อย่างที่ทำให้มีความสุข
อ๋อกินนอนแล้วก็ออกกำลังกาย
ถ้าพูดถึงรูปลักษณ์ของตัวเองคิดว่าตัวเองมีมองเห็นตัวเองยังไงบ้าง
ก็รู้สึกว่าเป็นคนที่ดูแบบกระฉับกระเฉงชอบเล่นกีฬาอะไรอย่างนี้แบบดูสปอร์ตเกิร์ลมากกว่าแล้วก็นิสัยใช่ไหม
นิสัย
นิสัยก็คิดว่าก็ง่ายๆอ่ะแบบเหมือนยังไงก็ได้อะ ไม่ค่อยเลือกอะไรมาก
Thank you for coming here, Mr. Marty. And first question of I would like to ask you, what do you do in your free time?
My free time? Well, let's see. I would say that I would go to a shopping mall, somewhere like Central, Tingrao, and yeah. Normally I would go to some stores that have technological related stuff, or bookstores, and that's all that I can think of. Oh, scratch that. One more thing. I also went to some place like game center. Yeah.
And let's take the IT store for example. What do you normally do there or purchase, or what do you do there?
Where?
What do you do at the IT store?
How should I say this? I think I should say that I went there to do some window shopping because those things are too freaking expensive for me to buy. Seriously.
Window shopping.
You know?
You mean Windows 7 or Windows 8?
Is that supposed to be a joke or pearl?
Okay. And why do you like this kind of stuff?
Well, because even if I didn't buy it, I like to catch up with the current trend of in the technological world. And it's quite interesting because think about it. These days, we live our everyday life with full of smart device. And I would like to see how the world will go based on the current trend.
And is going to the IT store have something related to your hobbies? Like what do you normally do in your hobbies?
You mean free time?
Yeah, free time.
Go to shopping mall.
Go to shopping mall. And I mean
No, kidding,
like
kidding.
something else.
Well, the other reason I went to IT store is that it has art related stuff. Like, because my hobby is drawing, and normally I would do digital drawing. I think that I would like to catch up with the latest hardware regarding graphics design. And that not only led me to IT store but also bookstore. You know, because even if I have the hardware but I have no knowledge to use it, then it makes no sense. That's why I need to arm myself with my skills that can be found in some place like bookstore.
Okay. And second thing, you said you go to bookstore often, right? And what kind of books do you read?
Well, like I said earlier, something related to graphic design. Specifically, Illustrator related book like Adobe Illustrator, a tutorial video.
มาร์ตี้ iPad เขาทำอะไรได้นะแบบนี้
รุ่นนี้มันเป็นรุ่นที่ Apple Pencil ใช้ด้วยกันได้
ไว้ใช้วาดรูป
เท่านั้น
ไม่มาร์ตี้มาอยู่ที่เนี่ยไม่มาร์ตี้มาอยู่ร้านเนี้ย
คุณบอกว่าผมพูดอังกฤษไม่ใช่เหรอครับ
โอเค why are you here Marty
Because I like to game I think
like gaming
Yep.เขาไม่ควรเดินเข้ามุมนี้อ่ะ
วาดผู้ชาย
ผู้ชายเหรองั้นต้องเล่มสอง
วาดโมเอะเล่มสอง
เล่มสองจะเป็นว่าผู้ชายจะถามว่าเขารู้ได้ยังไง And there's also this how should I say this I like to watch anime so normally the pictures I drew are related to that and some the most of the books I buy are related to the tutorial of what how to draw stuff dude bookstore is not related to mail
you were looking at the cat book once and
Dude,
you were
how do you
reading
know
to it.
that? Did you stalk me?
Okay do you like reading a lot or
Yes, I am. Let's just say yes. Screw it. Yes. Done.
and
Stop this video, please.
you also mentioned the game the gaming places where you can
The game center.
the game center yeah can you talk about that for a bit
I don't think there's much to talk about game center. It's just a center, a place that has a lot of game consoles for us to play. That's it.
มาที่ทำหน้าเบื่อๆหน่อยทำหน้าเบื่อๆหน่อยAnd another question I want to ask is, how do you think your personality is like?
My personality.
Your personality. How do you see yourself?
I think I'm a crazy guy. Seriously, I think I'm a crazy guy. A crazy guy that's dedicated to what he likes. Yeah, that's it.
How is the way that you look at yourself, you see yourself, you feel about yourself affecting your behavior and the way you interact with others around you?
Well, one thing for sure is that I think the way I view myself as a crazy person who's too dedicated makes me feel that some people might not want to meet me. So that first mindset makes me think that I should have some sort of self-control to be able to enter the society a bit, but to still retain but not too much, so that it makes me feel uncomfortable because I'm not being myself. So yeah, technically I'm still being myself, but trying to adapt something so I can interact with other people.
And one more question: how do you think of your own appearance?
Appearance? I don't give a damn.
Why?
I'm too busy to think about that. I'm seriously lazy to think about that. Seriously.
After seeing that picture of Palm, what do you think of her first impression?
After seeing her, I feel like she looks like a modern woman. You know, a type of woman who goes shopping when they have free times and knows how to dress well. That's my first impression of her.
After watching Palm's video, how has your perspective towards her personality changed? And yeah, and what do you think of her like after watching it?
Let's see. At first, I thought she's a sort of modern woman. I think she still has some element of that. Like she still has a woman's side, meaning that she still went to cosmetic shop, buy novels. Seriously, girls these say buys only novels. But what unexpected is she read fantasy, not love stories, because from what I know, modern women these days like to read love stories from Jamsai publisher. Seriously, even my friend read that. And the other thing that is unexpected is she went to a game arcade and play a rhythm game, specifically a dancing game. That's unexpected. Seriously.
นั่นไงโค้ดอะไรนะการ์ตูนญี่ปุ่น
After finish watching your video, what do you think?
Well, he wasn't very look like what he is in the picture. Like in the picture, like I said, he looks like a nerd, and he probably not like technology at all. Him, I think he like to read books, but actually he like all technologies. He go to Apple Store and all the store that sell notebooks and iPad. And he also like Japanese cartoon. And I didn't think he liked it, but he actually do. He actually does, and and he look like he very have self-confidence. Like he have very high confidence. I didn't expect that. And in the video he lives in his own world. Like he didn't look like he care everyone much at all. Well, he looks like a nerd. Like he really study hard. He pay attention to the class, and he might he well, I don't know. He's like to study. He like to read books, and he doesn't really have like friends at all.
Okay, no friend. After seeing videos of comments on others, like how Marty view Palm and how Palm view Marty, it's totally, you can see that it's some way or totally different from how each see themselves. Let's take Marty for example. When Palm first sees a picture of Marty, she thought that Marty was like a nerd person who studies all day and who gets into a really good medical school and who have no friends at all. But once she watched that video of to see how Marty is actually like, her opinion changed entirely. She now saw that Marty is a very has a lot of self confident person, and she thought that Marty is an outgoing person. She never thought that Marty would go and play at the game center like that. You know, she thought she would be studying all day at home, but she actually have a lot of friends that what she said he's a very outgoing person. And in the other hand, when Marty first saw a picture of Palm, he thinks that she would be a very modern girl, which is actually kind of similar to what his response is after he watched the video. But there are some differences. For example, when he watched the video and he said that he never expected for this kind of girl to read like a fantasy drama, because modern girls these days only in his opinion watch see like only read the drama, like series novel about love, but not fantasies. That what totally changed everything. And เดี๋ยวนี้ตัดออกก็ได้เนาะโอเคเดี๋ยวนะ okay. And after interviewing 5 to 6 students from our school, we can see that the majority have no confidence in themselves at all. Some of them which we think that they look beautiful and they have a lot of confidence, in return think that they can barely talk to others who they don't know at all, and most of them don't really satisfied with their look, and they spend a lot of time doing makeups and dressing to get other people to like them. They care about how others are seeing them even more than how they see themselves. And what I want you guys to get out of this documentary is that I would like you to change your view a bit, because what you see yourself, how the way you see yourself and the way others are seeing you is totally different from the reality. Because you will never know what others are seeing, how others are gonna feel about you, and it's just a waste of time to spend all your time doing that. In return, I would like to encourage you to be optimistic about yourself and just don't think about this kind of stuff that much, and focusing on improving your own life to be happy.